You're welcome back. This is The Pulse, and of course, we are live on X Spaces, on YouTube, on Facebook. If you have comments to make on the many stories we are dealing with this afternoon, you are welcome to do so. My name is Alton Brobe. Now, let's deal with some fire matters, because over the weekend there was fire, and this morning there was another one at the Accra Tourist Center. 7 people are receiving medical treatment after sustaining injuries in a fire outbreak at Madina on Sunday. Now, the fire destroyed several makeshift wooden and metal structures used for both commercial and residential purposes at Madina Washing Bay near the Red Cove Flats. Now, the Ghana Fire Service described it as a fierce fire, which was successfully brought under control. The blaze, which destroyed utility poles, traders' wares, personal belongings, and an unspecified number of structures worth several thousands of cedis, left one firefighter with a minor leg injury. Now, Joy News' Stephen Mensah was there, and his report will bring that to you shortly. But just as we were coming to terms with the issues at Madina, then this morning there was another one. Investigations are underway to ascertain the cause of fire that also broke out at the Accra Tourist Information Center, located just opposite Afrikiko, not far even from the Jubilee House in the heart of the capital early this morning. Now, personnel from the Ghana National Fire Service managed to tame the flame. My colleague Noella Kawiyali visited the scene and filed this report.
So good morning, and of course I'm coming to you live from the Accra Tourist Information Center, where we understand that fire has ravaged parts of the facility, and it's terrible here. Pretty shortly I'll be walking you through the extent of the damage the fire has caused to the facility, and I can confirm to you that with the exception of a few officers, that fire officers tell me that they were able to salvage the entire facility has been ravaged by fire. You can see in your shot the extent of damage. Well, on social media, we had several rumors as to what started the fire, and particularly a lot of people seem to have suggested that it started from this restaurant, Rock Swache. And of course, if you're a Ghanaian, you definitely know that it's a famous restaurant owned by legendary hip life musician Reggie Rockstone. We understand that the fire started from the kitchen of the restaurant. How true is that? We want to hear from the horse's own mouth, and I have here with me Reggie Rockstone.
About the source of the fire, it has not been determined where it came from. Yes, it did come from that side, but they do have electricals and they do have a kitchen there. And I said there are somebody about say you're famous in Kenya, you didn't know the bedroom, but it hasn't been confirmed. And so we're going to salvage what is on the CCTV, and then we'll know. It's definitely not an arson, so it's not deliberate. If you see the extent of the fire, then you will realize how dangerous it was, and no one was harmed.
At what point did you hear about, the fire?
Well, we work 24 hours, and so on Sundays usually we do shifts, but me and my wife, she had gone to the church and so on. So we were actually at home, and when we got the call, and it's not the best thing to...
The call from who?
From the workers, because say yeah, 24 hours. And you did video sending from when we woke up, we're still here. And so it started from about around 12, and then the fire service, please, let's be clear on this before you start to point fingers at the fire service. The reason being that in proximity, they're very close to us. To be unfortunately, Madina caught fire as well, and this is why they were late. So 1 hour. I'm
here with the fire officer on ground, Mrs. Mausi Daniela Into Sapon. She's going to tell us what they've been able to investigate so far, what have been their findings, and so on.
It was a running call around 1 a.m. Somebody ran to the office, and then my men came here.
Right. And so when you got here, what did you see?
We realized the whole place had caught fire, and it was a bit alarming. So they hurriedly tried to contain the fire and eventually put it off.
Right. And per what you saw, what was the extent of damage?
I can't say for now, but then we are still doing the investigations, and every little thing that comes out will be known to the public.
So you can't even tell us a little bit about your preliminary investigation as to what caused the fire and all of that, because we're hearing that it actually started from the kitchen of Roxwache. How true is that?
No, we are professionals, so we can't say that. It's too early now to talk about the reports.
How about the any lives lost? Were anybody hurt?
No, everybody is safe. My men too are safe, and we thank God for that.
Here is the main entrance of the facility. This used to be a very vibrant haven for a lot of creatives. I spoke to the tourism and culture minister a while ago, Honorable Jifa Gomashi, who was very devastated by the incident.
No, I'm totally devastated. Boy. The young lady who we have assigned to take charge of the National Film Authority came to my mind because she was in my office about her office space.
Kafui Danku.
Kafui Danku. She was in my office talking about her office space, and we're trying to see how to let her dream and the vision of the president come through. And for me to wake up this morning to hear this, I'm devastated, really. And not to make light of the situation, but my directors will tell you that anytime we have a meeting here, I don't leave without getting my wache. And to see that this is what we woke up to, it's really troubling and traumatizing. But I'm grateful, though. I'm very grateful that nobody got hurt. That scared me. That really scared me, because I know I thought maybe some of the staff will come early to start prepping up for the day's meal and so on. So I was really shaken not to hear anything that affected any human being. But thankfully, I've gotten confirmation from Zilla, Dr. Zilla, and Rock himself, that nobody from their staff got hurt. So that's good. That's really good.
And I know it's still early days yet, but where do we go from here? How quickly are we able to revive this very vibrant place?
It will be difficult to say. First of all, I've just asked the chief officer to give us a brief report as soon as possible, and then I'll share with my boss. The president must know about it from the ministry, and then we'll see what happens from there. But in the meantime, we'll move the NFA to, we have an office at Kaokudi. We'll move them in there for now.
You heard from the Tourism and Arts Minister, Abla Jifa Gomashi there, and she came to assess, the situation here, take a look at the extent of damage. You heard her tell us that until today, it was supposed to be the office or the place for the National Film Authority. If you have been following the story, Kafui Danku has said quite a number of times about how their office space is small, and appealed to government to give them a much more bigger space. And I'm just learning today that apparently that office was gradually taking shape here at the Accra Tourist Information Center. But unfortunately, as of now, it has been ravaged by fire. Like I said, we're still live right here. Whatever we're able to pick on, we're definitely going to report to you right here on Joy News.
So this was this morning, early this morning, when Accra was beginning to take shape. Then this fire, engulfed the Accra Tourist Center. But on Sunday, there was another one that also devastated a large area. This is the Madina R so known as the Reese Junction. And my colleague Stephen was there, and he came to this report.
It be a business center. How many manage for business for sene karbe koyano na amudi assassinate my amudi business center no ye business no ejabeto mu. That was Andra 3rd August 2025, and ejato na man for press amubeyi amuniama. Yes, I'm obia fight is obey ni niama she. Ti ebi mu nso ejina aside almost omo hwe nya ekoso nti na omo de ho no ma ye no omo ye landguard for omo de ho no ma sellers for no omo ton ade no omo ye landguard for na eba ne sa no misunderstanding bi ba omo ntem ama di he eba nti penny owo mu no omo friend area nti penny no owo mu no edi he no mu manu ntubo ase nti o si on penny he no kofa tuo ba ye and odi he obo warning shot to osura no obo straight bullets as a side nkrofo a crowd a omu gina ho a omu yom ne ma no omu gina ho asem omu asem esi eja ne hia omu gina ho hwe bi no no to bullet ne fa crowd ni mu nti crowd no most of the crowd ni there crowd ni be prior to no so crowd no so your pump action and most of the crowd in there me check about almost 12 people there amu prior pa because kita two no di inkwasi asem wo 18 nim wo ukwa kamsisi no be isi kan o dia wo ukwa kamsisi no be two no dia bo enye pra ti say ade bi na etwa me na pra gunshot bullets bi poison nti sembo ti abo ame for each problem bi a mum each bibia mbeti mi da bo am bi idea me there me de mani na bia hwem nyame nyankopon na minim so tiase ti me nyame so tiase de minim se me pa bada.
It started like any regular Sunday afternoon, with children playing, afternoon naps, and traders calling to passers-by to come buy their wares. But in a flash, everything changed. Flames surged through the slum here at Madina R Junction, devouring more than 50 wooden homes and container shops. Dreams, memories, and years of hard work turned to ashes within minutes. Families watched as their homes burned to ashes.
I'm into shoes and sandals, slippers, all kind of things. All kind of ladies wear, men's wear, reflector, safety boots. I sell all kind of those things. So it's not easy for me, but there's hope. Yeah, I'm a nurse. Right now I'm a nurse, but I am into that kind of business. I can't depend on the nurse only. So I need to do something I need to add something to it. So for now, I'm hoping that the government will come to our aid and maybe help us.
I'm sleeping for inside, and they call me that fire started from the down there. So you know that you know go reach our place. So since 30 minutes to 45 minutes, fire service came to do their work. But I think from 30 minutes to 45 minutes now, they not try to stop the fire, and the fire started scatter all our things.
Me shuri nyama bebre. I say me so far best spread like grass accessories ni nyina me tombi. Na me santon entire. Me santon packs, take away packs ni nyama. Enu na ma shuri. Ese na me wa sorry na omo frɛ me no me bedru ha no na bibia ko off. Eja no kra na efri down ho eba ti enim say oh ebedru ha no na ya dum, but unfortunately me ba na bibia ko. What we expect is that they should help us. The things that have gone is too much. It's a lot of money, so we are pleading on their behalf to help us.
With fire officials still investigating the cause of the fire, some of these business owners and residents here believe the extent of the damage could have been better managed if not for the delayed response by the Ghana National Fire Service.
My brothers here who also goes to Kumasi to also pick their goods and come and sell. Some have been complaining that they have also lost about 70,000 or something like that. But I don't know for their side, but that's what they have been saying to me right now. Oh, probably from my side, I think they delayed for a time because from where the fire was coming out to their workplace, that's their office there, is about just 5 meter thing. So if individuals did not even go there to inform them, they could have seen them for themselves. But we have to rush there and call them that this is happening to us right now. So when they came, where the fire was going, they didn't even go to that place. We sell furnitures, our workshop there, we sell furnitures, including wardrobe, bed, tables, and other things. we have guys who goes to Kumasi to take our goods and then bring it back here to sell. So each individual goes there to take his or her goods to come. But for my side, I lost almost about 50,000 going there. But we have my guys also who also have lost a lot, a huge amount. Some have lost 70,000, 40,000. They know we completed school almost 5 years now. We will not be posted. All of us here, we are all graduates. We are nurses, teachers, and other things that have not been posted. So we are now doing this job to take control of our life now, because we cannot go into the wilderness and then do things to make our life be not lost.
As investigations continue, residents are hoping this tragedy will prompt authorities to act decisively. Until then, the people of Madina R Junction are left to rebuild yet again from scratch. For Joy News, I am Stephen Mensah, reporting from Madina R Junction.
Right, so that's Stephen there. And this fire was yesterday evening, and then the earlier report was this morning at the Accra Tourist Center. And remember, we told you about some arrests and some injuries that occurred during the fire incident, and somebody, shooting into the air and aiming at people. The police has a statement to that effect, and let me bring that to you before I bring him the Greater Accra Regional Fire Officer, who is going to tell us what has happened so far from Sunday up until this morning, what their investigations is telling them, and what the measures they are putting in place to ensure that, especially at the Madina Redco Flats. I mean, Sunday wasn't the first time. We've had fires in that particular place in recent times. But the Greater Accra Regional Police Command says they are investigating a fire outbreak that occurred at the Madina R Junction on Saturday, 3rd August 2025 in the morning, which left 7 persons injured. Now, they say that their preliminary investigation indicates that during the outbreak, there was a shooting incident that resulted in injury to 7 people amidst the chaos. And fire personnel successfully, according to the police statement, brought the fire under control, and police officers ensured security for lives and property in the area. The 7 victims, according to the police, have been identified, are currently receiving medical treatment at the various hospitals. An investigation has also been launched into the incident, and efforts are underway to apprehend the perpetrators. Meanwhile, police visibility has been enhanced in the affected areas. To maintain peace and prevent further disturbances, members of the public are encouraged to volunteer credible information to aid with ongoing investigations. The Greater Accra Regional Police Command cautions individuals against taking advantage of emergencies to commit crimes, and warn that anyone found culpable will face the full rigors of the law. The commander also urges the public to remain calm and cooperate with security personnel. Residents are also encouraged, according to the police, to report suspicious characters or activities to the nearest police station. This statement is signed by Julian Obin, Superintendent Julian Obin. He is the head of public affairs with the Accra Region Police Administration. This in relation to the Madina fire. The fire personnel were there, and they managed to bring the situation under control. This morning at Accra Tourist, and you heard Reggie, who has a business there, that it took an hour for the fire personnel to get to the scene, and actually applauded them for the work they did in bringing the fire under control. We'll understand why it took them an hour, what their investigations is telling them, and what measures they are putting in place to ensure that these issues of fire are brought under control. My guest is the Greater Accra Fire Officer who joins me after this short break right here on the pulse.